Golden temples meet turquoise seas. Ancient traditions dance. A land where every sunrise feels sacred, and every smile tells a story older than time. Cut to visuals. Monks walking through misty temples, floating markets at dawn, elephants bathing in rivers. They call it the land of smiles. But Thailand is so much more than that. It's a heartbeat, a rhythm that flows through jungles, mountains, and islands. A harmony between spirit and nature, chaos and calm, faith and freedom. Transition to bustling Bangkok skyline, fireworks, and night markets glowing with life. From the dazzling energy of Bangkok to the tranquil peace of Chiang Mai, from the emerald waters of Krabi to the golden fields of Isaan, every corner of this country invites you to feel, to wonder, to believe. Sound builds orchestral rise. So ask yourself, is this Asia's most beautiful country? Because the answer might be waiting for you here. The chaos and beauty of Thailand's capital, golden temples, street markets, and a skyline that never sleeps. The city never sleeps, it shimmers. Lights ripple across the Chao Phraya River. Golden temples glow against the night, and the hum of tuk-tuks, laughter, and prayers blend into one endless rhythm. This is Bangkok, a place where chaos becomes music, and every street tells a story. From the moment you arrive, the air itself feels alive, rich with spice, heat, and an ancient pulse that refuses to fade. In the heart of Thailand, Bangkok beats like a living organism, restless, radiant, and impossible to forget. As the sun rises, the city transforms. The morning light bathes gilded pagodas in molten gold, and monks in saffron robes walk silently through narrow alleys, collecting alms from early risers. You hear temple bells echo softly in the air, mingling with the sizzle of street food stalls waking up. The smell of grilled skewers, fried garlic, and sweet coconut drifts through the streets, pulling you deeper into the everyday life of this electric capital. At the Grand Palace, history explodes in color. Gold leaf spires touch the clouds, mirrored mosaics flash like stars, and the Emerald Buddha sits in eternal calm, watching centuries pass. Each intricate carving, each curve of architecture, tells the story of a kingdom that was never conquered, of a people who found beauty in belief. Outside, life surges, vendors selling lotus flowers, incense smoke curling in the wind, and tourists wide-eyed in wonder. Just steps away, Wat Pho stands as a symbol of peace amid the rush. Inside, the colossal reclining Buddha stretches 46 meters long, silent, serene, glowing with gold. The temple's courtyard hums softly with the murmur of visitors and the rhythmic tap of sandals on ancient stone. This is Bangkok's quiet soul, where centuries of devotion still breathe through the walls. Then, the modern city calls, and the contrast is stunning. Skyscrapers pierce the sky. Beside, humble shrines, sky trains glide above tangled streets, and luxury malls gleam beside old wooden homes. It's a city caught between eras, where monks use smartphones and street food vendors go viral online. Bangkok doesn't erase its past, it dances with it. As night falls again, the neon lights rise. Chinatown awakens a carnival of color and flavor. Here, every street corner becomes a feast. You taste spicy noodles laced with chili and lime, hear the hiss of woks, and see faces illuminated by the glow of lanterns. Around you, conversations spill like music, 1,000 voices speaking the language of life. You drift next to Khao San Road, the legendary backpacker hub. It's wild, loud, and alive. Street performers juggle fire. Music spills from every doorway, and travelers from every corner of the world move as one pulse. But even here, there's beauty in the madness, the shared laughter, the stories born in the warm night air. And yet, if you wander just a little further, you'll find Bangkok's quieter truth. Along the canals, the Klong's wooden houses lean over the water, their reflections shimmering in soft light. Long-tail boats glide past as children wave from doorsteps, and the city suddenly feels timeless again. This is where Bangkok breathes in the calm between its heartbeats. In this endless contrast, gold and steel, prayer and noise, peace and pulse, lies the true spirit of Bangkok. It's not just a capital, it's an experience, a living canvas, where the final bells of the temples fade into the night. You realize Bangkok isn't meant to be understood. It's meant to be felt. The lights, the sounds, the chaos, the calm, they all merge into one unforgettable rhythm. And somewhere in that rhythm, in that unending heartbeat, you begin to understand Thailand itself, a city of culture, misty mountains, and timeless spirituality. Mist curls over the mountains as dawn breaks in northern Thailand. The air is cooler here, softer, filled with the faint scent of pine and incense. Bells ring from distant temples, echoing through the hills as the first light spills across a city unlike any other. This is Chiang Mai, the northern soul of Thailand, a place where time slows down, where tradition lingers in every alley, and where peace feels as natural as breathing. At sunrise, monks in saffron robes move silently through the narrow lanes of the old city. Locals kneel beside baskets of rice and fruit, offering food with quiet reverence. It's a ritual that has continued for centuries, binding the people to their faith, their land, and each other. The rhythm of life here feels ancient, a meditation that hums beneath the modern surface. Chiang Mai's old city is a world within walls. Surrounded by crumbling gates and a moat that glimmers in the morning sun, it holds hundreds of temples, each one a masterpiece of devotion. Wat Phra Singh glows with golden serenity, its sweeping roofs curling like the wings of a mythical bird. Nearby, Wat Chedi Luang stands proud in ruin, its brick stupa cracked and weathered by time, yet still powerful, a reminder that beauty doesn't fade. It transforms. As the day unfolds, the streets fill with gentle motion. Artists, monks, and travelers blend together in quiet harmony. You hear the faint hum of chanting from a temple courtyard, the soft whir of a potter's wheel, the laughter of children chasing kites beneath tamarind trees. The pace of Chiang Mai invites you to exhale, to let go of hurry and simply be. Beyond the walls, the mountains call. The road winds upward, through forests of teak and bamboo, until you reach Doi Suthep, the sacred jewel of the north. The final climb, 300 steps guarded by Naga serpents, leads to a temple in the clouds. From its terrace, the city stretches far below, wrapped in golden light. Prayer flags flutter in the wind, carrying whispers of gratitude into the sky. Here, standing before the gleaming stupa of Wat Phra that Doi Suthep, you understand why this place is called the Heart of Lana, the ancient kingdom of a million rice fields. But Chiang Mai is not only ancient, it's alive with creativity. The city pulses with art and imagination. From hand-woven textiles to street murals, from traditional wood carving to modern design, Chiang Mai has become a sanctuary for artists and dreamers. In the hidden cafes of Niman Hayman, laptops glow beside latte cups, as creators and wanderers alike breathe life into new ideas. Tradition and innovation coexist not as opposites, but as partners. As evening falls, the city transforms again. The golden temples fade into shadow, and lanterns begin to glow. The famous night bazaar comes alive, a maze of color, sound, and scent. Silk scarves ripple in the breeze. The smell of grilled satay and mango sticky rice fills the air, and soft music drifts from a nearby stage. You lose yourself in the rhythm, the laughter of vendors, the sparkle of handmade jewelry, the flicker of candlelight. Every corner feels alive, every face warm and welcoming. And then, on certain nights, magic fills the sky. During Yipeng, the Lantern Festival, thousands of glowing orbs rise into the heavens, floating like stars reborn. Each lantern carries a wish, a hope, a a silent prayer. Standing beneath them, surrounded by light and reflection, you feel the world pause. It's a moment of collective peace, a celebration of faith and unity that no words can fully capture. Chiang Mai is more than a destination, it's a feeling, a delicate balance between earth and sky, silence and song, ancient and new. It teaches you that beauty doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. It invites you to slow down, to listen, to look beyond the surface. When the last lantern fades and the night grows quiet again, the city breathes softly, timeless, golden, alive. In Chiang Mai, you don't just see Thailand's spirit, you feel it. It's the warmth of its people, the grace of its temples, and the peace that lingers long after you've gone. The ruins of Thailand's ancient empire, where crumbling temples whisper forgotten stories. The river runs slow and silent around the island city of Ayutthaya, as if it remembers. The water glints beneath the morning sun, flowing past ancient walls and crumbling stupas that whisper of a time when this was one of the greatest cities on earth. Long before Bangkok's skyline pierced the clouds, Ayutthaya was the jewel of Siam, a kingdom of gold, power, and faith, where traders from every corner of the world came to marvel at its beauty. Today, only its bones remain. Yet in those ruins, its soul still breathes. The first light touches the spires of Wat Phra San Fe, turning them into silhouettes of fire against a pink sky. Birds rise in clouds above the temple grounds, and the air hums with the sound of cicadas. The city wakes slowly here, with monks walking barefoot through silent streets, their orange robes bright against the gray of ancient stone. Around every corner, a piece of the past waits to be discovered, fragments of statues, weathered by time, and headless Buddhas sitting in eternal meditation. Ayutthaya was once a kingdom of dreams. Founded in 1350, it became a crossroads of civilizations, a meeting point for East and West. Its markets overflowed with silks, spices, and jewels. Its temples shimmered with gold leaf and mirrored glass. European merchants wrote of palaces so grand, they rivaled the wonders of the world. The city was called the Venice of the East, not for its canals, but for its grace, a harmony between man and nature, between earth and spirit. But beauty often invites envy. In 1767, Ayutthaya fell, its temples burned, its palaces looted, its glory reduced to ashes by the invading Burmese army. What remains now are the echoes. Towering kedis rising like broken teeth, Buddha faces smiling gently through tangled roots, and shadows that seem to move with memory. Yet, even in ruin, there's majesty. The silence here is not emptiness, it's reverence. Walk through Wat Mahavat, and you'll find one of Thailand's most haunting images, a Buddha's head gently cradled by the roots of a Bodhi tree. Nature has reclaimed what man destroyed, wrapping the stone in vines as if to protect it. Sunlight filters through the leaves, illuminating the serene expression that has watched centuries pass. It's a symbol of resilience, of how faith survives, even when empires fall. At Wat Chaiwathanaram, the river glows gold at sunset. The temple's towers stand tall against the fading sky, their reflection rippling in the Chao Phraya's waters. It's easy to imagine the city as it once was, its lights flickering across the water, the sounds of drums and chanting drifting through the air. You can almost hear the footsteps of kings, the whisper of prayers, the hum of life that once filled these stones. As night descends, Ayutthaya changes. Lanterns flicker among the ruins, casting long shadows that dance across the walls. The smell of grilled fish and jasmine rice drifts from the riverside, where small boats now serve food beneath the stars. Locals smile as they hand you a bowl of noodles, the same warmth, the same kindness that has endured for generations. Here, history isn't confined to museums. It lives in the streets, in the quiet smiles, in the way people still fold lotus flowers before statues that have watched over them for hundreds of years. Ayutthaya reminds you that time doesn't erase greatness, it refines it. The stones that once heard the prayers of kings now hold the hopes of travelers who come seeking meaning. And as you stand there, surrounded by shadows of temples and the soft glow of candles, you realize that Ayutthaya's true treasure isn't gold or glory, it's memory. A memory that hums through the wind, through the river, through every crack in the ancient walls. Ayutthaya is not just a ruin, it's a resurrection. A place where the past whispers to the present, reminding us that even in silence, beauty speaks. As the last light fades beyond the horizon, the city of kings sleeps once more, not forgotten, but forever dreaming. Turquoise waters, limestone cliffs, and endless horizons, the paradise that defines Thailand's south. The ocean glows turquoise beneath the morning sun, waves curling softly against white sand like a painter's brush across a blank canvas. This is Phuket, Thailand's island of dreams, a place where every sunrise feels like a promise, and every sunset feels like a story. From the glittering beaches of Patong to the quiet coves hidden behind limestone cliffs, Phuket is not just a destination, it's an emotion. It's where the pulse of tropical paradise meets the gentle heartbeat of Thai soul. The air smells of salt and frangipani as you step onto the beach. Fishermen are already out at sea, their long-tail boats cutting across the horizon, colorful ribbons fluttering in the breeze. The waves lap at your feet as if to greet you, whispering secrets from the Andaman Sea. There's something different about Phuket, a feeling that time slows down here, that life moves to the rhythm of the tide. Phuket's coastline stretches endlessly, each beach with its own personality. Patong buzzes with life, beach bars, laughter, music, and the scent of barbecued seafood filling the air. It's wild, electric, alive. Yet just a short drive away, Kata and Karen beaches tell a different story, one of serenity and golden silence, where the only sounds are the rustle of palms and the ocean's lullaby. And if you crave solitude, Freedom Beach awaits, a secret crescent of sand accessible only by boat, where the world disappears, leaving only you and the sea. But beyond its beaches, Phuket hides another world, one of history, faith, and culture. In the old town, pastel-colored Sino-Portuguese houses line the narrow streets, their wooden shutters and ornate tiles reflecting centuries of trade between Thailand, China, and Europe. Street vendors sell freshly made roti and iced Thai tea, while murals bloom on the walls, vibrant depictions of island life and folklore. The scent of incense floats from nearby shrines, mingling with the aroma of spices and sea breeze. And above it all, watching silently over the island, stands the Big Buddha, a 45-meter marble statue perched atop Knackered Hill. As you climb toward it, the island unfolds below like a living painting, emerald forests, sapphire seas, and tiny golden temples shimmering in the light. When you reach the top, the view steals your breath. The wind is cool, carrying the soft sound of temple bells. Monks chant in the distance, and for a moment, the chaos of the world fades. There's only peace. Phuket is a mosaic of contrasts. Luxurious resorts nestle beside humble fishing villages. Street markets come alive beside sleek marinas, where yachts rock gently in the water. You can dive into crystal waters at the Similan Islands by day and dance beneath neon lights by night. It's a place where simplicity and sophistication blend like colors on an artist's palette, creating something timeless. Take a boat trip to Phang Bay, and you'll see one of nature's masterpieces. Giant limestone cliffs rise straight out of emerald water, their surfaces draped in vines and moss. Hidden caves echo with the sound of dripping water and the distant call of seabirds. James Bond Island, made famous by film, stands proudly among them, a slender tower of rock that seems to defy gravity itself. Glide through mangrove forests and secret lagoons, and you'll feel the heartbeat of the earth. And then there's Phi Phi, the island that captures every traveler's imagination. Its turquoise bays and towering cliffs look like they've been pulled from a dream. Whether you're snorkeling among coral gardens or watching the sunset paint the sky in orange and violet, Phi Phi reminds you why Thailand is called the Land of Smiles. Because here, the world feels lighter, brighter, unreal. As evening falls, Phuket transforms once again. Lanterns light up the streets, waves shimmer beneath the moon, and the sound of laughter carries across the sand. Beach restaurants flicker with candlelight, serving grilled prawns, mango sticky rice, and coconut drinks under the stars. The night air hums with energy, yet beneath it all, there's still that quiet, sacred calm that only islands seem to know. Phuket isn't just beautiful, it's alive. It's the meeting of sea and spirit, adventure and peace, energy and eternity. Every sunrise here feels like the first, every sunset like the last. It reminds you that paradise isn't a place you find, it's a moment you feel. As you stand on the edge of the ocean, waves curling around your feet, the island seems to whisper something ancient, a promise carried by the wind. You'll never forget me. And as the stars appear one by one above the Andaman Sea, you know it's true. Phuket stays with you long after you've gone. Towering karsts rising from emerald seas, one of Earth's most cinematic coastlines. The air in Chiang Mai carries a softness unlike anywhere else in Thailand. Cool mountain breezes brushing past temples, the scent of lemongrass and incense mingling in the dawn mist. Nestled among the forested hills of northern Thailand, Chiang Mai feels like a place where time slows down, where ancient traditions still breathe in harmony with the present. Here, beneath golden pagodas and beside rushing rivers, lies the spiritual heart of the country, a city that glows not with neon, but with soul. At sunrise, monks in saffron robes walk barefoot through quiet streets, their bowls gleaming in the early light. Locals kneel with flowers and rice, offering alms in exchange for blessings. It's a ritual that has played out for centuries, a daily rhythm that connects heaven and earth, man and spirit. The city wakes slowly, gently. The sound of temple bells drifts through the air, echoing across the old city walls, while sunlight filters through banyan leaves onto moss-covered stone. Chiang Mai's beauty lies in its balance, the old and the new existing side by side like poetry in motion. Within its ancient moat, hundreds of temples stand, each one a masterpiece of devotion. Wat Phra Singh, with its elegant Lana-style architecture, radiates serenity. Wat Chedi Luang, towering and weathered by time, holds the echoes of kings and monks long gone. And high above the city, perched atop a mist-shrouded mountain, lies Wat Phra that Doi Suthep, a golden sanctuary that seems to float between the clouds. The climb to its summit is a journey through silence and faith, where pilgrims ascend 306 steps, guarded by mythical Naga serpents. At the top, when the sun hits the gilded stupa, the whole world seems to shimmer. But Chiang Mai is not only a city of temples, it's a city of people, kind, humble, and deeply connected to their land. In the local markets, you'll find handmade crafts, silver jewelry, and silk dyed in natural hues. The smell of grilled chicken and sticky rice fills the air. Laughter, music, and the hum of scooters weave together into a living symphony. As you wander through the Sunday night market, you'll see lanterns swaying overhead and hear musicians playing old-time melodies. It's not just a market, it's a celebration of life, color, and culture. Beyond the city's borders, nature takes over. The mountains surrounding Chiang Mai are alive with waterfalls, elephants, and lush jungles. The Elephant Nature Park offers refuge to rescued elephants, where you can watch these gentle giants bathe, eat, and roam freely in peace. It's a reminder of Thailand's deep respect for all living things, a harmony between man and nature that feels sacred. Drive further north, and you'll find rice terraces that climb the hills like green stairways to the sky. Villages of the Karen and Hmong people dot the landscape, their wooden houses resting on stilts, smoke curling from their chimneys, Life here is simple, guided by the rhythm of the earth. You can share tea with locals, learn to weave cloth by hand, or listen to stories told by elders beside the fire. It's in these quiet moments that the heart of Thailand truly reveals itself, humble, wise, and full of grace. As night falls, Chiang Mai glows with magic. The old city transforms under the light of lanterns, their golden glow mirrored in canals and windows. During the Yipeng Lantern Festival, the sky becomes a living galaxy, thousands of lanterns rising like stars, carrying people's wishes into the heavens. It's one of the most breathtaking sights in the world, a reminder that beauty, when shared, becomes eternal. In the heart of this mountain city, time feels slower, dreams feel closer, and peace feels within reach. Chiang Mai teaches you to breathe again, to listen, to feel. It's a place where the world seems to pause, allowing your spirit to catch up with your heart. And when you leave, you don't just remember its temples or its markets. You remember the way it made you feel calm, connected, alive. Chiang Mai isn't just the mountain heart of Thailand. It's the soul that beats quietly beneath its beauty. A tranquil valley of waterfalls, rice fields, and soulful sunsets, Thailand's bohemian escape. Ayutthaya rises like a memory from the earth, a ghost of a golden age when Thailand's power, wealth, and artistry reached beyond imagination. Once one of the richest cities on earth, Ayutthaya was known to traders from across the world as the Venice of the East. Imagine it. Towering spires of gold gleaming under the tropical sun, canals glistening with the reflections of royal palaces, and markets overflowing with silks, spices, and jewels. Now, centuries later, those echoes still whisper through the ruins, silent yet eternal. The journey to Ayutthaya feels like traveling back through time. Just an hour north of Bangkok, the modern roads give way to an ancient world where nature and history intertwine. Crumbling temples, stone Buddhas, and weathered stupas stretch across the island city, framed by rivers that once protected it from invaders. But beyond the ruins lies something deeper, the spirit of a kingdom that refused to vanish. As you step into the historical park, the air grows still, as if holding its breath. Wat Maha that stands before you, a temple where the famous Buddha head rests gently among the roots of a banyan tree. Its serene face, entwined with nature, feels almost alive. Here, time has merged with eternity. The roots cradle the statue like a guardian, a symbol of harmony between man, faith, and the earth itself. Nearby, the towering prangs of Wat Ratchabarana pierce the sky, their brick walls telling tales of kings, conquests, and lost treasures. Wat Phra Isaan, once the grandest temple of the royal palace, still stands proud with its three great kedis, aligned in perfect symmetry, silent monuments to the glory of Ayutthaya's dynasty. In its prime, these temples shimmered with gold leaf that caught the sunlight, visible for miles across the Chao Phraya River. Even in ruin, their beauty commands awe. But Ayutthaya wasn't just a capital, it was a crossroads of the world. Merchants from Japan, Persia, India, and Europe came to trade. The Portuguese introduced chili peppers, the Dutch brought textiles, and Chinese junks arrived laden with porcelain and tea. Cultures blended here, creating a city that thrived on diversity long before globalization had a name. Walk through the ruins and you can still feel it. The rhythm of trade, the hum of languages, the scent of spice in the air. As you explore deeper, you find that Ayutthaya is more than its temples, it's a reminder of impermanence. In 1767, the Burmese army invaded, burning the city to ashes. The grand palaces collapsed, golden statues were melted down, and the kingdom fell. Yet even in destruction, something survived, not just stone but spirit. The people rebuilt, preserving their culture, their faith, their soul. What remains today is both haunting and beautiful. A living lesson that greatness may fall, but legacy endures. Ride a boat through the canals at sunset, and you'll see how the city comes alive once more. The golden light paints the temples in hues of amber and fire, and reflections ripple across the water. Monks in orange robes walk the riverbanks, their chants echoing softly. In that moment, you understand Ayutthaya is not dead. It dreams quietly, surrounded by history and grace. In the small museums, artifacts tell stories of kings and queens, of love and war, of faith and resilience. The bronze Buddhas, ancient ceramics, and royal relics offer a glimpse into a civilization that once rivaled the great empires of the world. Every brick, every carving, every broken arch still hums with life. As night falls, lanterns flicker among the ruins, and the sound of distant prayers drifts through the air. You feel as though the spirits of Ayutthaya's past walk beside you, not as ghosts, but as guardians of memory. This isn't just a place you visit. It's a place that visits you, that lingers in your heart long after you've gone. Ayutthaya is the poetry of time, the beauty of what once was, and the power of what remains. It teaches that glory fades, but faith does not. It reminds us that even when empires crumble, the essence of a people, their wisdom, their grace, their art, can never be destroyed. So as you leave this sacred ground, with the sun sinking behind its ancient towers, you realize that Ayutthaya's beauty lies not in what it lost, but in what it still gives. A timeless reflection of the strength and spirit that built a nation, the birthplace of Thai, art, language, and identity, an ancient world frozen in time. When the sun kisses the horizon and the sea glows gold, you realize there are places on Earth that seem almost unreal, places where the world slows down, where time feels suspended between waves and wind. Phuket and the southern islands of Thailand are that kind of wonder, a symphony of turquoise waters, hidden coves, limestone cliffs, and sunsets that seem painted by divine hands. This is the paradise that draws travelers from every corner of the world, not just to see it, but to feel it. Phuket, Thailand's largest island, is more than just a beach escape. It's a world of contrasts. The moment you arrive, you sense its rhythm, the hum of scooters weaving through streets, the scent of grilled seafood filling the air, and the sound of waves rolling gently onto white sand. The island offers everything from luxurious resorts to secret beaches, from ancient temples to vibrant night markets. But beneath its modern energy lies a soul shaped by centuries of history, trade, and culture. Begin your journey in Old Phuket town, where pastel-colored Sino-Portuguese shophouses line the streets like a gallery of living art. Each facade tells a story of Chinese merchants, Portuguese sailors, and Thai craftsmanship blending into a unique identity. Walk through Soi Romani, and you'll feel the heartbeat of the island coffee shops tucked inside colonial buildings, murals depicting local life, and the aroma of roti and curry drifting through the air. Here, tradition and trend walk hand in hand, but the call of the sea is irresistible. Drive toward the coast, and Phuket's beauty unfolds in all directions. Patong, with its golden sands and lively spirit, pulses with energy day and night. Karen and Kata beaches, slightly quieter, offer the perfect balance: serene mornings, soft surf, and sunsets that set the sky ablaze. And then there are the hidden gems: Freedom Beach, Yanui, and Isaan, where nature's silence speaks louder than any words. Yet, Phuket's true magic begins when you venture beyond it to the scattered islands that lie across the Andaman Sea. Hop aboard a long-tail boat and let the horizon pull you forward. Soon, you're gliding through emerald waters, past limestone towers that rise dramatically from the sea. This is Phang Bay, a dreamscape of rock formations and secret lagoons. James Bond Island, made famous by the movie The Man with the Golden Gun, stands tall like a sentinel guarding a hidden world. But beyond the fame, it's the stillness that moves you, the water reflecting cliffs like glass, the air filled with the echo of distant birds. Then there's Phi Islands, the crown jewel of the Andaman. Seen from above, they form a mosaic of green peaks and blue lagoons so vivid they seem unreal. Maya Bay, once closed to heal from over-tourism, now reopens with new respect, a symbol of nature's resilience. Stand at its edge, and you'll understand why it captured hearts around the world. It's not just beauty, it's purity, a reminder of what untouched Earth looks like. Sail further south, and the Similan Islands await one of the most breathtaking marine sanctuaries in the world. Beneath the waves lies another kingdom, coral gardens glowing with color, sea turtles gliding effortlessly, and schools of fish painting the ocean with motion. Diving here feels like entering another realm, a silent cathedral of light and life. It's a world that humbles you, reminding you of the vast, fragile wonder that thrives beneath the surface. But even paradise has its soul beyond the postcard view. Visit Wat Chalong, Phuket's most revered temple, and the energy shifts. Gold and white spires reach toward the sky, incense fills the air, and the chants of monks resonate through marble halls. Here, amidst the island's rush, you find peace. It's a space that connects earth and heaven, where you feel gratitude simply for being. As evening falls, the island glows in its own rhythm. From the hilltop Big Buddha, the panoramic view of the Andaman stretches endlessly, painted in shades of crimson and violet. Down below, the sound of waves merges with laughter and music as life unfolds by the sea. You realize Phuket isn't just a destination, it's an experience of balance. Nature and nightlife, serenity and celebration, tradition and transformation. When night finally deepens and the sea reflects the stars, you feel something rare, a connection to both the world and yourself. Here, surrounded by endless water and whispering palms, time loses its meaning. You're not escaping life, you're rediscovering it. Phuket and the southern islands of Thailand are not just paradise on a map, they are living poetry. Every sunrise feels like a promise, every wave like a heartbeat. And long after you leave, the memory of its light, its sound, and its peace follows you, a reminder that true beauty doesn't just exist in places. It lives in moments that stay within us forever. Duality of peace and rhythm, luxury beaches and moonlit festivals that define island life. High in the mountains of northern Thailand, where the air turns cool and the scent of pine replaces the salt of the sea, lies a place that feels like the heart and soul of the nation, Chiang Mai. This is where ancient traditions breathe, where golden temples shimmer in the mist, and where time seems to flow not forward, but inward. For centuries, Chiang Mai has stood as the spiritual and cultural soul of Thailand, a city of monks, markets, and mountains, where every sunrise feels like a blessing. As dawn breaks, the city wakes slowly. The sound of temple bells drifts through the fog, and saffron-robed monks walk barefoot along narrow streets, collecting alms in silence. Locals bow respectfully, offering rice, fruit, or flowers not as charity, but as an act of devotion. In this quiet ritual, you witness something rare in the modern world, a rhythm of life rooted in mindfulness, humility, and grace. Chiang Mai was once the capital of the Lanna Kingdom, a realm of craftsmen, scholars, and warriors who shaped the identity of northern Thailand. That legacy still pulses through the city's old walls and winding alleys. Within its moat lies a world of more than 300 temples, each with its own story. Wat Phra Singh, adorned with golden carvings and intricate murals, glows like a flame at sunset. Wat Chedi Luang, with its massive, time-worn stupa, speaks of resilience partially ruined by earthquakes, yet standing tall as a symbol of endurance. And Wat Chiang Man, the city's oldest temple, still holds sacred relics that date back over 700 years. But perhaps the most breathtaking of all is Wat Phra, that Doi Suthep, perched high above the city on a mountain shrouded in clouds. This temple is one of Thailand's most sacred sites. The journey up through winding roads and dense forest feels like an ascent to another realm. Climb the 306 steps guarded by mythical Naga serpents, and you're greeted by a dazzling golden chetty that reflects the morning sun like fire. From its terrace, you see all of Chiang Mai below a patchwork of rooftops, rivers, and distant hills stretching to infinity. The breeze carries the scent of incense, and the sound of chanting fills the air. It's a moment of pure transcendence, a connection between earth and heaven. Yet, Chiang Mai's magic isn't only found in temples. It lives in its people, artists, monks, farmers, and dreamers who have kept their culture alive for centuries. Wander through the city's markets, and you'll feel that heartbeat. At the Sunday walking street, the streets burst with color, sound, and life. Artisans sell handmade jewelry, textiles, and carvings, while the scent of grilled meat and coconut sweets fills the air. Street musicians play traditional tunes, and lanterns sway gently in the breeze. It's not just a market, it's a celebration of identity, of creativity, of community. Beyond the city, the mountains cradle villages where traditions remain untouched. The Karen, Hmong, and Lisu tribes live in harmony with nature, each with their distinct language, dress, and craft. Visiting these villages isn't just a journey through geography, it's a journey through time. You see weaving looms at work, hear stories passed down through generations, and taste food that tells of simplicity and connection to the land. Adventure seekers find their paradise here too. Trek through misty jungles where waterfalls tumble through emerald valleys. Ride an elephant at an ethical sanctuary where rescued giants roam freely in peace. Or glide down the Mae Ping River as the sun sets behind the mountains, painting the sky in strokes of gold and violet. Every path, every moment, feels like a rediscovery of balance between nature and soul. When night falls, the city glows with lanterns. The most magical of all moments happens during Yipeng, the Lantern Festival, when thousands of glowing lights rise into the night sky like stars returning home. As you release your lantern, you make a wish, and for a few seconds, time itself seems to stop. The reflection of the floating lights on the water mirrors the sky above two worlds, perfectly aligned. Chiang Mai is not just a destination, it's a state of being. It invites you to slow down, to breathe, to listen, to find beauty not in grandeur, but in stillness. It's a place where faith is felt, not preached, where art is life, and life is sacred. Every street corner, every temple bell, every smile carries the essence of Sabai Sabai, the Thai art of contentment and peace. And when you finally leave, you realize that Chiang Mai doesn't stay behind, it travels with you. Its quiet wisdom seeps into your heart, reminding you that the true journey isn't about how far you go, but how deeply you see. From elephants in Khao Yai to the jungles of Erawan, witness Thailand's wild side. The story of Thailand is written not only in its temples and mountains, but in the water, in the gentle sway of boats, in the hum of river life, in the floating markets that have existed for centuries. Here, life flows with the current, and the river is more than a path, it's a way of being. The floating markets of Thailand are among the country's most enchanting scenes, places where history and humanity merge in perfect rhythm. To see them is to witness the soul of Thai life itself, humble, vibrant, and endlessly alive. The first light of dawn breaks over the canals of Dam Nguyen Saduak, and the scene feels timeless. Women in straw hats paddle their wooden boats through calm waters, their vessels overflowing with fruits, flowers, and fragrant dishes cooked right on board. Bananas hang like gold pendants, pineapples glisten with morning dew, and pots of steaming noodles send wisps of aroma into the mist. The river becomes a moving marketplace, a living gallery of color and motion. Every smile, every exchange, every ripple tells a story that began generations ago. For centuries, before highways and railroads, Thailand's waterways were its lifelines. The people lived by the river, traded by the river, and prayed by the river. Villages grew along canals called klongs, connecting the countryside to the heart of the kingdom. The floating markets were born from this connection. They weren't created for tourists or spectacle, they were born from necessity, from the Thai people's deep harmony with nature. Even today, that harmony remains. At Amphoa, another famous floating market, the charm is more intimate. As the afternoon sun softens, boats gather along the banks selling seafood, fresh from the river, grilled prawns, squid, and crab, sizzling over charcoal fires. The laughter of children mixes with the soft hum of boat engines, while music from local homes drifts across the water. When night falls, the river transforms. Thousands of fireflies light up the trees along the canal, turning the darkness into a living constellation. It's a sight so magical it feels almost unreal. A reminder that, even in the simplest places, wonder lives quietly. But beyond the beauty, these markets are stories of community, of people who work with rhythm and respect for the earth. In the canals near Bangkok, the smaller markets like Taling Chan and Klong Lat Mayam show this even more deeply. Here, you see locals buying their daily food baskets of herbs, vegetables, rice, and fish caught that very morning. Families chat across boats, monks drift by collecting alms, and no one seems to be in a rush. There's peace in their simplicity, grace in their slowness. Life on the water shapes everything, even the culture of Thai cuisine. Floating markets are where Thailand's famous flavors come alive. The sweet, the sour, the spicy, the salty, all balanced in perfect harmony. A bowl of boat noodles, dark with rich broth and hints of spice, tells of centuries of tradition. A plate of mango sticky rice captures the tropical soul of the land. And when you taste coconut ice cream served in a carved shell, you realize that food here isn't just nourishment, it's art, memory, and celebration. Away from the larger crowds, hidden canals reveal another world, houses built on stilts, children playing by the riverbank, and old wooden temples watching over the water. The rhythm of oars becomes a kind of meditation. You can almost hear the pulse of Thailand itself in that steady sound, calm, patient, and enduring. The river doesn't rush, and neither do the people. In a world obsessed with speed, this way of life feels like a precious secret. The floating markets also carry Thailand's unbroken link between spirituality and everyday life. Along the riverbanks, shrines sit quietly under banyan trees, draped in yellow cloth and garlands of marigold. Locals light incense and leave offerings of flowers and fruit before setting off to trade. It's a small gesture, yet it reveals something profound, that here, the sacred is woven into the ordinary. Work and worship, commerce and compassion flow together like the river itself. As the sun begins to set, golden light glimmers on the rippling surface. The day slows. The vendors pack up their boats, exchanging smiles and laughter, and row gently home. The scent of grilled fish lingers in the air, mingling with the sound of water lapping against wooden holes. The market fades into stillness, but the spirit remains alive, enduring, eternal. Visiting Thailand's floating markets is like stepping into the living heartbeat of the country. They are not just tourist attractions, they are reflections of the Thai spirit. Warm, patient, generous, and beautifully connected to nature. In every gesture, every exchange, you see a culture that understands something essential, that life flows best when it moves gently, like a river. And as you drift away from the canal, the lights of small houses flickering behind you, you feel a sense of peace, as though you've glimpsed a world that hasn't changed and shouldn't. The floating markets are Thailand's poetry in motion, a reminder that the most extraordinary beauty often lives in the most ordinary places. The people, traditions, and unshakable warmth that make Thailand more than just a destination but a feeling. In Thailand, beauty is not only found in the landscapes, temples, or beaches, it lives in the people. Their warmth, their generosity, their quiet smiles that seem to hold the secrets of peace. It's said that Thailand isn't just a place you visit, it's a feeling you carry. And when you meet its people, you understand why this country is called the Land of Smiles. Because every smile here tells a story of kindness, gratitude, and the deep spiritual balance that defines Thai life. From the bustling streets of Bangkok to the tranquil mountain villages of Chiang Mai, there is a shared rhythm, a way of life rooted in harmony. The Thai people call it sabai sabai, a phrase that means everything's okay, a philosophy of ease and balance. It's not about having everything, but about finding peace in the moment. You see it in the gentle bow of a Y greeting, in the respectful way people speak, in the patience of a street vendor arranging flowers before dawn. Thailand's spirit is a mirror of its people, calm on the surface, deep and powerful beneath. Festivals bring this spirit to life in colors, light, and sound that feel almost otherworldly. One of the most magical is Loi Krathong, the Festival of Lights. As night falls, millions of candles float down rivers and lakes, carried on small banana leaf boats, decorated with flowers and incense. The sight is breathtaking. A sea of light drifting into the darkness, each flame representing forgiveness, gratitude, and hope for the future. Couples make wishes together, families pray, and strangers share smiles under the shimmering glow. It's not just a celebration, it's a moment of connection between humanity and nature, between past and present. Then comes Songkran, the Thai New Year, perhaps the most joyful festival in the world. Streets transform into rivers of laughter as people splash water on one another, young and old, rich and poor, locals and tourists. The water is not just for fun. It symbolizes cleansing and renewal, washing away the troubles of the past year. The sound of laughter echoes through every city and village. Elders are gently poured with fragrant water in acts of respect, while children run freely with buckets and water guns. It's the kind of celebration that makes you realize joy is Thailand's truest religion. In the northern city of Chiang Mai, another festival lights up the sky, Phang, the Lantern Festival. Thousands of paper lanterns rise like stars, floating into the heavens as prayers for luck and happiness. Watching them drift upward, you feel time stand still. The glow of the lanterns reflects the beauty of the human spirit, fragile, luminous, and endlessly hopeful. For the Thai people, these festivals aren't just traditions. They are reminders of the invisible threads that tie humanity to the divine. Thailand's spirituality extends beyond temples and rituals. It lives in everyday kindness, in the way a shopkeeper offers water on a hot day, or a farmer shares fruit from his garden with a stranger. Buddhism, practiced by the vast majority of Thais, teaches compassion and mindfulness, values that shape how people live, work, and love. Even in the busiest markets or crowded cities, there is a sense of calm order, a rhythm of respect and gentleness. Life here feels slower, more intentional, more human. Yet, beneath this calmness lies a quiet strength. Thailand has endured storms, political changes, natural disasters, and global shifts, yet its people remain resilient, smiling through challenges with grace. The Thai spirit does not break. It bends, adapts, and blooms again. Perhaps that's why visitors feel such deep comfort here. Thailand isn't perfect, but it teaches something rare, that happiness doesn't come from control, but from acceptance. In the villages of Isaan, in the rice fields of Sukhothai, in the islands of the south, you find the same thread of connection. Monks in orange robes walk barefoot at sunrise, receiving offerings from the people. Children giggle as they chase kites across the fields. Elderly women weave baskets and tell stories of kings and rain gods. It's a culture that honors both the past and the present, tradition and change, silence and celebration. And that, perhaps, is Thailand's greatest beauty. Its ability to hold opposites in perfect balance. It is a land of noise and peace, of ancient temples and neon streets, of stillness and dance. Everything coexists, just as it should. The people live not against nature, but with it. Their faith is not about fear, but about freedom. The freedom to live joyfully, to give selflessly, and to smile endlessly. As night falls over Thailand for the last time in our journey, imagine standing on a quiet riverbank. The air is soft, filled with the scent of jasmine. Somewhere nearby, a temple bell rings. Lanterns float across the water, their golden light fading into the stars. You feel something shift inside you, a calmness, a quiet joy. This is the spirit of Thailand. Not loud, not demanding, just pure, peaceful, and infinite. When you leave, you don't just take memories. You take a lesson that beauty is not only in the places you go, but in the kindness you find there. And in Thailand, kindness flows like a river, eternal and ever bright. As the final light fades over Thailand, one truth remains: beauty isn't just what you see, it's what you feel. It's in the kindness of a stranger, the laughter echoing through night markets, the sound of waves brushing the shore like a heartbeat that never ends. Thailand reminds us that happiness isn't something you chase, it's something you live. It's in every temple bell that rings, in every street filled with color and life, in every quiet corner where peace feels eternal. So when you leave, you'll carry something far greater than photographs. You'll carry Thailand itself. Its warmth, its magic, its eternal smile. Because once you've seen this land, a part of your soul will always stay here. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed exploring Prague as much as I enjoyed guiding you through it. If you found this travel guide helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more beautiful destinations from around the world. Got a favorite spot in Prague? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, safe travels, and see you in the next video.